Hi friends. In my last video, the course navigation video, I showed you how to get into the grades tab as well as the syllabus. And the reason that I'm bringing that up again is because in that grades tab and the syllabus tab, I find it to be really, really helpful with pacing. So in the grades tab, if you arrange by module, okay, all of your due dates are going to be in chronological order. They're also going to be in order of how they're presented in the course, right? Workbook 1.1 comes before 1.2, so on and so forth. And making sure that you are doing those in order. But what I am bringing you here for is because these are all in order by due date, so helping you to see your pacing and what needs to be done on each day. I think that the gradebook is a little bit overwhelming, but I do really like how it's paced out in the syllabus. They're the exact same due dates. I just kind of like how they're chunked a little bit better, where it says Monday, and then across that board or across that line, it gives you those 3 assignments. So again, making sure that you guys are following your pacing. You can work faster than this, and if you fall behind, if I haven't contacted you already, we can talk about your pacing and I can help you get back up to pace. But make sure that you are looking at this document, maybe checking it off or highlighting it as you go, something like that, to help you stay on pace. Once you fall behind, I'll be nagging you. So if you don't want to hear from me constantly and you don't want to hear a whole ton of elephant jokes, make sure that you're staying on pace. Another reason that I am bringing this up is in the math department, we have some fun incentives. Okay. One of those incentives is the early finish incentive. Okay. The early finish incentive basically just says that if you finish through, or I guess before 2/3 of the course is over, or 2/3 of the quarter, so about week 6. So if you finish before the end of week 6, or I guess, yeah, by the end of week 6, I will bump your grade up a whole 10%. Okay, a 10% is a letter grade. So let's say that you finish at the end of week 6 at a 70. I could bump you up to an 80. So that goes from a C to a B. The catch here is that when we say finish, we mean at least a 60%. So you're at least passing as it is. And you have no zeros. So you have actually completed the course. You have completed all of the assignments. This pacing guide that is here already will have you end a week early. So the early finish incentive is 2 weeks earlier than this. Okay. So keeping that in mind. This one, for example, ends October 13th. The end of the quarter is October 20th. The reason that I have this ending a whole week early is to make sure that once you have completed everything, you have time to go back and maybe do some redos, resubmit some assignments, things like that, chances to improve your grade. Or if you have fallen behind, you have a little bit of time to get caught back up before the end of that quarter. So if you want that 6-week incentive, you're going to have to make sure that you go through that pacing guide a little bit faster so that we can get that finished time done. If you need help figuring out when that 6-week mark is and what those due dates are instead, I'm more than happy to make a pacing guide for you. Just make sure that you reach out to me and let me know that that is something you're interested in. So yeah. The nice thing with that early finish incentive too is that once I am notified at 6 weeks that, or at the end of week 6, sorry, and I bump your grade up that whole 10%, you can still go back and continue to fix grades. So let's say you had that 70, I gave you the 10%, you got to 80. Well, now at that 80%, let's say you want an A. You can still go back and fix assignments and get your grade up to that A. So that 6-week incentive is really, really awesome. Only the math department has it. So make sure you're working really hard on your math courses. I know that some students like to complete one whole course before they do the other, things like that. I wouldn't suggest doing that, but if that's the way that you want to do it, that's my incentive to get you to work on math first. Okay. So make sure you're looking at these pacing guides or these pacing documents. And if you need any help, let me know.